Action! Hello everybody, Hackman18 here. Welcome back to the WTZM TV Channel 18 Superstation. It is Wednesday, February 6, 2013, 6:07 p.m. and it is time for the next session of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Justice for All, our 40th Let's Play here on WTZM TV. In the last session we did, it was kind of our returning episode of Phoenix Wright. We just started our first case in 6 months. Turnabout Big Top. Big story behind this one. Maximilian Galacticus, a famous magician from the Berry Big Circus, I think that's what it's called. Big Berry, I don't even know. He's accused of murdering, can't remember his name, I think it's Russell Berry. Yeah, he's the headmaster, I think, of the entire circus. So he's accused of murdering him. We're going into court right now. We have a couple witnesses that I think we're going to be having. I think Ben and Trilo will be one of them. I've been kind of resting my voice for the Trilo voice because I think it's super hilarious how it comes out in the actual video. Let's not waste any more time. Let's jump into our first trial in 6 months. We haven't done this. We haven't done the trial in a while, so let's get right into it. Good morning, Max.
Max?
Milk.
What?
If I don't have a glass of milk before I go on stage, I just can't function, sweetie.
Stage? Don't worry, there won't be a stage. All you have to do is sit down.
I guess.
Nick, Max is really nervous.
That's understandable. Hey, my sweeties! What? You don't think I should fly, do you? Huh? You know, you've got to make a good first impression. When I enter the room, maybe I should fly in and warm up the crowd a little. No. We can't be having you flying around the courtroom. It just wouldn't be right. Imagine if you hit someone.
Don't worry, Max. Just do what Nick says and everything will be okay.
Oh, sweetie. What is it this time, Max? Why don't you try flying into the courtroom? I can see it now. The dashing young lawyer flying fabulously in from above. One glimpse of that and everyone in the room will be on your side.
Max, really, no one needs to fly today. Nick, what's with that look in your eyes?
I like the sound of that. Dashing young lawyer flying fabulously. Alright, looks like we're heading in. Courtroom number 2. Going up against the dreaded Franziska von Karma. And now in the case of one... What? Your Honor, get on with it.
Oh, sorry, I just realized that the defendant's name is Billy Bob Johns.
So...
Well, isn't the defendant also known as Maximilian Galactica?
Yes, Your Honor, he does often go by that name.
You know, my grandchild's a huge fan of his. I think everyone here wouldn't mind if we called the defendant Maximilian Galactica. It sounds more friendly.
I wonder if that is to our advantage.
Miss Von Karma, your opening statement, if you please.
I hope you didn't bother thinking you'd win this one, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Eh? That spirit channeling trial was a sham. A shame? Sham? Okay. That's maybe spelled wrong, I don't know. I refuse to acknowledge its legitimacy. It did not count, do you hear me? She must still be upset about what happened last time. You have no chance. Zero. Zilch. Nada. I'm not losing this case. Why, you ask? Because it is not in the nature of a Von Karma to lose at anything.
I guess being born with the name Von Karma is Von Karma is a free pass to be arrogant and annoying.
Watch and learn, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I'll show you the textbook procedure for providing how absolutely guilty you are. Me? Guilty? He's such a drama queen. I don't know why. Phoenix seems like he's such a... I don't even know. He seems so dopey. It will be my ultimate revenge. I think he said, like, what are you talking about? I don't know.
Her dad is gone, you know.
The prosecution is finished. Let's hurry and wrap up this waste of time.
You may call your first witness, Miss Von Karma.
Detective Dick Gumshoe, get up there, now. He always seems like the first witness. I guess since he's kind of the investigator. Sorry to keep you from work, as I'm sure you need every penny you can earn, Detective.
Don't mention it. It's no trouble at all. I've been looking forward to this.
Very well. I would like you to begin by shedding light on the events in question.
At your service, sir. All right, Detective, you may proceed with your testimony.
Here we go. First testimony of the case. Details of the events. Here we go.
The night of the crime, snow was falling until 9:40 p.m., making it extremely cold out. All of the circus performers gathered in the big top to practice their routines. The practice session broke up around 10 p.m. The murder itself took place in the plaza in front of the lodging house at 10:15 p.m. The victim was found bent over a wooden box dead as a doornail. The cause of death was blunt force trauma that snapped a vertebrae in his neck.
Dang.
I see. He was beaten to death. Here is the autopsy report for the victim. The court accepts this into evidence.
So we got his autopsy report now.
A blunt object.
Alright, I always want to take a first look at it. 10:15 p.m. blunt force trauma to the back of the head. Alright, so we'll keep that in mind.
Very well, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor.
Alright, here we go.
So I guess we can start pressing, since that's what we usually do when we start off the case. Let me ask you about the snow.
It was nearly a blizzard up until the time of the crime.
Did it pile up?
It wasn't such a big deal. Maybe about 1.5 inches was on the ground. The snow froze in place and stayed on the ground until the next day.
The snow. Let me see. There's gotta be more to this.
Yeah, what's the matter, Nick?
I need to take a look at the court record.
Mr. Gumshoe, what were the members of the circus doing on the night of the crime?
When you say all of the circus performers, who do you mean?
Everyone but the dancers and staff were there. Regina the animal tamer, Mo the clown, Ben the ventriloquist, and of course the defendant, Maximilian Galactica, and his victim, the ringmaster. Oh, I almost forgot, Region the tiger was there as well.
Out of curiosity, what about the circus monkey?
When I was investigating yesterday, he happened to snatch my wristwatch. Detective, you are welcome to file a police report after these proceedings.
Poor Gumshoe. After the practice was over, where did everyone head off to?
Regina was playing with Region while Mo went back to his room tired from work. Then the ventriloquist went to the front gate absorbed in his own world. The ringmaster and Max went off to the ringmaster's room to talk privately. Talk privately, huh? That's awfully suspicious. You wouldn't happen to know what they were talking about, would you? It seems they were negotiating Max's salary.
Actually, Max was asking for Regina's hand in marriage. I'd like you to be a bit more specific about the events at 10:15 p.m.
Okay, not a problem, pal. We've got a witness that told us how the whole thing went down. Oh!
This is totally meaningless. Time to move on.
Alright. We'll just have to revisit that testimony later. Detective Gumshoe, would you mind telling us how the victim met his end?
A wooden box?
That's right.
So he said he was bent over. Alright.
The victim must have been carrying the wooden box when he was killed. Carrying the box, huh? It was a rather strange wooden box, Your Honor. What do you mean? Well, it was much heavier than it looked, not to mention it was locked. Locked, you say?
Okay. This may be my only chance, so I might as well ask some questions. I guess about what's inside, I guess. I mean, that's the only thing we really need to worry about. Do you mind telling us what was inside that box?
Well, when we found the box, it was locked tighter than Fort Knox. So we took it back to the station and cracked it open. All that was inside was this little bottle. Bottle? What is that, Detective? Exactly what it looks like, Your Honor. It's a condiment bottle.
What's inside the bottle?
It's filled with pepper. Pepper? Why in the world was it locked in that big box?
There's only one little bottle in that huge box.
I wonder if that has some sort of special meaning.
Alright, so we got something out of there. I wonder if we got something more from the other choices, too. So I think we had something from that before. Snap the vertebrae in his neck. I guess it's kind of, I guess. According to the autopsy report, the murder weapon was a blunt object, correct?
You've done your homework, pal.
And you haven't found this murder weapon, have you? The police are searching for it as we speak.
My theory is that it is something the perpetrator ran off with. You would think so, especially since you didn't find it on the scene. No, I bet he made it disappear with magic. Ho ho ho. Well, I think we have a good feel for the details of the event now.
I guess that's all we're gonna get out of Gumshoe in this case.
You mean all we're gonna get out of him is that little bottle of pepper?
Now that we have wrapped up with the detective, I'd like to call my next witness.
Eh? I'm not even off the
scale yet. I don't even know what you said. Stable, I guess. Obviously, but that's due to you being slow and unable to take a hint.
I don't know, but wrapped up has such a mean sound to it. I'm a sensitive guy. Thank you very much, Detective Gumshoe. You may step down. Miss Von Karma, call your next witness.
I would like to call Mr. Benjamin Woodman to the stand. She must be talking about Ben, the ventriloquist.
I wonder if Trilo will show up on the stand as well.
Oh, God. Dang it! Please state your name and occupation for the record.
My full name is Trilo Quist. I'm an employee at an opera tenor.
Excuse me? The witness called to the stand was one Mr. Benjamin Woodman, ventriloquist.
That role must be cutting off your circulation. I said I was a singer. Maybe you don't believe me. Fine, I'll grace you with a song. The world of the law, exciting and daring, guilt or innocence, decided by a judge dressed up like a woman. Well, what do you think? It had a good rhythm.
It's just the lyrics. They leave something to be desired, so to speak.
Trilo, you know better than to insult a judge.
Shut up! Just look at your nose. You would think you had the sense of fixing it. It's so ugly I want to put you in the face on the house chance it would help. Don't you notice the reason you'll ever be an A-list star? Celebrities must really enjoy seeing everything that flashes into their minds.
What's going on here? Order! I demand to know who the witness is.
Don't worry about me, sir. I'll let Trilo handle this.
I'm not worried about you one bit. I'm worried about getting testimony in my court. Ow!
You won't get anywhere trying to figure out this witness. So let's proceed. Oh, God. I'm pretty sure this is going to be pretty bad.
Once matters over, I left the tent with the stooge. Clown. Once we got to the lodging house, I ditched him and went over to the plaza. That's when I saw Max heading towards the scene of the crime. He was the only one heading that way. How could that punk not be the killer? Then the police showed up and took Magic Boy away.
You saw Maximilian Galactica heading towards the scene? You're sure of that?
Without a doubt. He had on his silk hat, cloak, and the dumb white roses on his chest. How can you mistake someone with that crazy getup and his nose stuck up so high?
That's enough. I think we all get the picture. Just one thing. You said you ditched the clown.
That's right, Just Boy.
Well, since you weren't with him, couldn't that mean the clown committed the crime?
He's got a point. What a shame. It was a nice theory, but the clown can't be the criminal.
Why's that?
Here's absolute proof.
Silk hat?
This was found at the scene of the crime. It belongs to the defendant. Without question, he was wearing his signature hat during practice. If the clown was the murderer, there would be no reason for this hat to be at the scene.
Well done, Miss Von Karma. Your prosecutorial skills are unrivaled. Well done.
Thank you for stating the obvious. Mr. Phoenix Wright, what do you have to say? Okay. I guess she's the boss again today. Alright, here we go. Didn't really see much to present on that testimony. The clown? You're talking about Mo?
Of course I'm talking about that old party. So pathetic I can't stand him. Just a little bit of exercise and makeup is running all over the place. Once practice over, he was 9/10 of the way to keeling over for good.
Poor guy.
We didn't have any choice, so men took him back to his room. When it comes to being a first place loser, that guy's the head of the pack.
Then what happened?
What did you do then?
I went over to the plaza to do some thinking.
It was awfully cold out that night, especially with all the snow around. Wouldn't thinking in your nice warm lodging house have been a better idea? Mr. Phoenix Wright, I think you should leave the thinking to the witness. But I'm a good thunker. At least my teachers always said I was. Are you sure it was really Max Galactica?
Of course I'm sure. How can you mistake someone wearing such a snooty three-piece getup?
Snobby three-piece getup?
Get the wax out of your ears. Players, lawyers nowadays. You're talking like talking to a brick wall. Max's three-piece getup. Jeez, could you be any more dense? All together now. Silk hat, cloak, white roses.
Oh, that was the audience.
Thank you. Nick, I think you should put a little bit more effort into preparing your questions.
Alright. We're going to take a break right here, and we'll be right back with more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Justice for All.